Hi, it's Brett with Bowlful of Brett. Today I'm going to try a new cereal and this new Crunch Cup. I've never tried it before. I'm very excited to try the Crunch Cup. I'm not super excited about the Crayola Crayon cereal. I've never looked at crayons and thought, man, those would be tasty. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what types of checks you have to go through to approve a new cereal, but this just doesn't seem like it is something that should have ever happened. Crayons smell gross. They don't look very appetizing, and somebody out there thought, let's make some cereal out of it, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So let's open it up and see what it's about. It smells kind of like Captain Crunch, and the shape is also very similar to Crunch Berry's All Berries, which is, in my opinion, the best Captain Crunch. Now let's look at this cup. Never used it, like I had said. The idea behind it is you put the cereal in here, which between me and you is not gonna be enough cereal. It's crazy. This is like a shot glass of cereal, so I guess you need to plan on having a whole bunch of these, and then you put the milk in the outer part. So let's pour it in the shot glass. I need a funnel or something. This is a very small child-sized portion of cereal, but as you can see, these are not very colorful cereal, but let's try it out. So now that we have it in the shot glass, we can screw it on this part. And I don't know if you can see, but you can just tip it back and the cereal is going to fall into your mouth. Now what you want to do is fill this part up with milk, but I don't know how much milk you're supposed to put in because you just have such a baby-sized portion of cereal. You're not gonna need a ton of milk. We've got our whole milk here. I feel like that's gotta be about the right amount for the standard milk to cereal ratio, which is usually sort of 1-to-1, I guess, but let's try it. So once you screw it in, the shot glass inside is submerged in milk, which is fun, but you're never gonna have soggy cereal because they're completely separated. So then, on this part, there is a part for the milk to come through. So as you can see, the cereal is gonna fall through the bigger hole and the milk is gonna come through the smaller hole, and you're just supposed to use your tongue to stop the milk. So you get the perfect ratio every time, whatever that perfect ratio is for you. So I'm not super sure why somebody would have something like this, besides the fact that maybe you don't want to ever have milk touching your cereal, so you just have super crunchy cereal all the time. Or maybe those who like to drive and eat and have not mastered the eating a bowl full of cereal in the car yet, but let's try this out. So let's first review the cereal. The cereal is not super crunchy, which I feel like this might be the most ideal chance for Crunch Cup to succeed because I don't need the cereal to get soggy. It tastes very similar to Crunch Berry's All Berries, just a little bit more bland. There's not quite as much flavor, and it's way softer. I don't know if I've ever had a cereal this shape that is this soft. So let's keep trying it out here. Spilled a little milk here. That's a downside. So the cereal's not too bad. I don't know what crayons are supposed to taste like. If crayons taste like they smell, they're gonna be absolutely disgusting. So luckily, that's not the case one bit. I'm making a mess. I'm getting milk everywhere. I have not mastered the technique yet of the Crunch Cup. Cereal's not bad. Not bad at all. The fun, light, soft texture is it's just delicious, to be honest with you. The texture makes it delicious because there's not that really hard crunch that All Berries gives you that sometimes make your gums bleed. You're not gonna have to wait for a sweet spot, and I'm not sure if this cereal would ever get soggy just because of our cup. Boy, this cup is a lot of work. Well, let's look at the packaging. It says right here, free exclusive pet in the Scribble Scrubby app. Not quite as fun as getting a toy inside the box, which As I've established many times, it's slowly going away. It's pretty much extinct. You can go download an app. Not that exciting, to be honest with you, but let's look at the back. The back of the box is basically a blank canvas ready for you to use your crayons and color it in. If ever there was a time to put a 2-cent free crayon inside a box, I feel like this is it. Give us that, but it didn't. They use a lot of white in this, which you don't see a whole lot, but it makes sense because it's crayons. Color it in. So, back of the box, just fine. So let's talk about the cup. It is a ton of work. Whoever came up with eating cereal in a bowl full of milk with a spoon, I don't know if it took them a long time to refine the process or what, but it's perfect. I mean, absolutely perfect. The only thing you have to worry about at that point is what size spoon do you like. I know some people that like the humongous spoons that you can barely fit in your mouth. I'm not like that. In your standard large spoon, little spoon drawer, I always go for the little spoon. And that's really the only decision I have to make when it comes to eating my cereal. This though, oh my goodness, this is a ton of work. You have to keep your tongue over the milk hole, pour in the cereal, it's awkward, and then you have to stop the cereal from doing an avalanche into your mouth. And so you have to change the angle, and then you have to move your tongue from the stopper, get the right amount of milk in, which I don't know the right amount of milk. The spoon always decides that for me. And then just get it down, and I mean, I've made a mess. There are driblets everywhere, whereas I usually have a perfect record when it comes to the standard cereal and bowl and spoon method. This is just, it's unnecessary. I really don't know who in the world this is aimed for, but let's just plug along. It's such a slow process. I could have just had 4 or 5 spoonfuls just now, and the amount of time it took me to get one avalanche full. I don't know how we're going to determine a unit of measurement for each helping, maybe serving. I don't know. It's awkward. I'm here to let all you people know, if you cannot handle that soggy of cereal, pull the plug. Just power through it and get through it as fast as you can, or just have 2 smaller bowlfuls of cereal, and it's not going to be an issue. So let's rate all this. Whole milk, red top, 10 out of 10, never lets you down. Crunch cup, I'm afraid it fell short. I don't know if I will ever use this again. It was a fun novelty item. It's fun to see people trying to improve breakfast time. I'm always a big fan of that. This, however, is just impractical. It takes so much longer to eat. The helping size is so much smaller, and it's just so awkward. I do not mind my cereal and my milk mixing. In fact, it's one of my favorite things. Always get a different flavor of milk. You get a different color of milk. You name it, it's great. So, Crunch Cup, I'm sorry. Maybe get it as a white elephant gift for somebody, but it kind of fell short. I'm going to give it a 1 out of 10. Just because the bowl and the spoon was such a positive experience coming up to this, it's just beyond me. I don't know why this existed, but here it is, 1 out of 10. And now let's do the cereal. The box was a dream to open. It's fun that there's activities on the box. The name really is just detracting from what this is. Overall, let's pretend all berries, which I absolutely love, let's set that as a 10. I'm going to say this is probably an 8 or 9 out of 10. I didn't really get to test the real sog factor. It might be a sog fest halfway through. You never know. But the initial crunchy crunch cup bite, very good. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. So if you haven't checked it out, you can go buy it. It's like $3. I think you need to give this cereal a try, to be honest with you. Going into it, I thought I was going to be taking a bullet for all of you so you wouldn't have to try it. That's not the case. You need to go try it. You have no idea how long this is going to be around. This is the limited edition. I don't think this is going to sell very well just because the name is so bad. Go try it out. While you're at it for the same price, which is about $3 or $4, you can get a 16 pack of crayons to go ahead and color it. So that's my review. If you haven't done so yet, be sure to like and subscribe. Share this with your friends. We'll catch you next time. Thanks.